afternoon. This thing is bigger than I am. Wow. Great day. And good afternoon and welcome to the official ribbon cutting of the new, highly anticipated, waited for Newport News Transportation System.
Yeah.
So, and it's beautiful. Thank you. I'm Dr. Patricia Woodbury, and I serve on our council in Newport News. And I just, I got up this morning and I thought, transportation. It's all about getting here to there. And when we took our first steps, we got here to there, and our parents were so pleased. And then we got our first tricycle, and then we got our first bike, and then we got our first car. But this is even better. So I'm so glad you're here today. Thank you to those who are representing so many critical partners: Amtrak, Virginia Passenger Rail Authority, Hampton Roads Transit, which they know me well. I've been on their board since 2008. Virginia Department of Rail and Public Transportation, the Virginia Department of Transportation, the Federal Rail Authority, and CSX, as you can hear, Transportation Incorporated. We really do thank those who are serving right up here on the stage with us. Newport News, our famous Newport News mayor, and my favorite mayor, Mayor Philip Jones. Virginia Passenger Rail Authority Chief Operating Officer Mike McLaughlin. Amtrak Vice President Robert Jordan. And Hampton Roads, he knows me well, Hampton Roads Transit CEO William Harrell. Now, I've got a lot of other people to introduce you to, but I'm going to get somebody else to do it for me. We have my favorite mayor here, and he's going to tell you about the other important people here. Philip Jones.
I'm just going to be a pinch hitter and read all the names of people who are here. So just first of all, just from behalf of City Council, thank you so much for coming. Additionally, I want to just shout out a few members. We have the Vice Mayor, Curtis Bethany. Councilman Marcellus Harris. Obviously, Councilwoman Dr. Patricia Woodbury. Mayor Price. Howard Gwynn, Commonwealth's Attorney, as well as our City Manager, Alan Archer. And I think we have our City Attorney, Bob Pilo, I think somewhere in the back. Thanks, Bob. Additionally, from Congressman Scott's office, we have Thomas Alston. And these are all my favorite state elected officials. We have Senator Danny Diggs, Delegate Chad Green, Delegate Marcia Price, and Delegate Shelley Simons. And Shelley always gives me the best books to read, and I appreciate it. As well as our school board members, our chair, Lisa Searles Law, and our vice chair, Dr. Bess. And with that, I'm going to sit down for a bit and let Pat finish up. Thank you.
Thank you so much. He's used to that. Okay, thank you. As a decades-long advocate for improving our local transportation infrastructure, it truly gives me pleasure to be your host today at this modern and fabulously new hub in Newport News. As a past chair, and I was also chair, I got this wrong, of Hampton Roads, of HRT, Hampton Roads Transit. I've served on that board as chair and vice chair. Vice president of the Transit Association, I was president of that also. And a member of the National League of Cities Surface Transportation Security Advisory Committee. And now I'm finishing my final term on council. I simply cannot imagine a greater ending to this, all of my public service. Thank you. The opening of this state-of-the-art facility is a significant milestone and a massive joint effort of everyone here to improve our transportation network offerings and amenities to the people on the peninsula and throughout the Northeast. We are so grateful to the Virginia Department of Transportation, the Virginia Passenger and Rail Authority, Amtrak, CSX, and all our city, state, and federal partners for investing in this project. Bringing these improvements to our passenger rail system invites everyone in Hampton Roads to connect to the rest of Virginia and beyond with ease. And I understand the leaves are just starting to turn, so a great train ride up to the western part of the state is in order for each one of you. Thank you again for joining us to celebrate this day, and please welcome our mayor, Philip Jones.
So before I get to my comments, I think we skipped over the part where Councilman Woodbury, how long have you been on council, Pat?
Since 2008.
Since 2008. This is her last year on council, and we thought this is the perfect way to recognize not only her years of service for the community. And I'll tell you a secret. Councilman Woodbury and I, we argue a lot of times on city council, but as mayor, I get to pick who sits next to me on the dais. And I have the vice mayor to my left, but on the right is the senior member of our council. So from Pat, from all of us on city council, we love you. Thank you so much for the years of service. And we have one more surprise for you in December, okay?
Ooh,
it's gonna be a good one.
We're all getting on the train and driving to the western part of the state.
Exactly. I just want to say just quickly, it's an exciting day here for Newport News. It brings me joy to greet all of you on this special day as we mark a significant achievement for Newport News. The grand opening of our brand new Newport News Transportation Center, a state-of-the-art facility that's going to transform how we travel in and out of our wonderful city. This $53 million project represents a leap for our community, showcasing the power of teamwork. And that's why it's not only the power of teamwork at the local level, but with our state officials, our city officials, with everyone coming together. I want to give a special shout out to Amtrak, the City of Newport News, the Virginia Passenger Rail Authority, CSX, the Federal Railroad Administration, the Virginia Department of Rail and Transportation, and the Virginia Department of Transportation. Your efforts have turned this vision into a reality, and we thank you. And my sincere thanks to all of our stakeholders and contractors who poured their energy and dedication into this project. Your hard work truly shines through, and we would not be here today without you. And that includes Vince, I know, who's somewhere in the crowd. With this new center, we'll have 2 daily round trips connecting Newport News with Richmond, Alexandria, Washington, D.C., and beyond. Plus, we'll support Amtrak Thruway bus service and Hampton Roads Transit, making it easier than ever to connect to Norfolk, Virginia Beach, and the Newport News Williamsburg Airport. This transportation hub is not just about convenience. It is a boost for our economy by attracting more visitors and positioning Newport News as a key transportation destination. What a win for our community. As we open this exciting new chapter in our city's story, I look forward for all the benefits this center will bring to our residents and travelers alike. This is a proud moment for Newport News, and I cannot wait to see the positive change that's going to take effect. Now I invite all of you, family, our friends, our visitors, to come experience this incredible facility for yourselves. So as I close, I want to say all aboard. Let's celebrate this achievement together. And now it's my pleasure to welcome Mike McLaughlin, CEO of the Virginia Passenger Rail Authority, to share a few words with us. Thank you all.
Thanks, Mayor, thanks for having us here. I do want to correct one thing. I think you might have called me CEO. that might have gotten me in trouble with my boss, DJ Stadler, who sends his regards, the Chief Operating Officer. Happy to be here. I do want to mention that we have our Vice Chair, Thelma Drake. And Thelma, we talked earlier, you've been working on this project for how long? 15 years? She's been working on this a long time, former member of Congress, General Assembly, head of DRPT, and next to her is our chair, Zach Trogdon. Zach is our chair and head of DRPT. Not only do they support us, but they also supported this project. $20.5 million in Commonwealth Rail funds went toward this project. So that's not quite half, almost half of the funds came from Virginia, and we've had people working on it a long time. I want to mention some of them, they'll probably be embarrassed, but Jeremy Latimer, raise your hand. Oliver, Brian, Ashwini, Haley, I know Jerica, Jessica, and Courtney are over there somewhere as well. Thank you for all coming and supporting this. We're very excited to be a part of this historic event. Many people worked long hours to get us here, and I have to mention this is a much nicer day than the groundbreaking back in 2020. Raise your hand if you're here back for the groundbreaking in 2020. A few of you were here. Randy Marcus, I have to mention CSX. We wouldn't have gotten here without CSX, and I don't just mean me coming on the train here today, getting here without CSX, but CSX has been a good partner along the way. Thanks, Randy, and Brian Barton was out here somewhere as well in the back. Thanks for supporting this project, because it takes a team. I was talking to our friends from Hampton Roads Transit. It's a team coming together here. That you have Amtrak here. The airport's right nearby. You have buses coming in. And I don't want to steal the dates. You're probably going to mention your remarks in the next couple months. So it takes a lot of people. VDOT. I know VDOT was here back in that 100-degree day in December of 2020, breaking ground. So thanks for the whole Virginia team, everyone coming together. Do also want to mention someone who couldn't be here today but was here in 2020. Jennifer Mitchell was the then head of the Virginia Department of Rail and Public Transportation, and she's now the Deputy Administrator of FRA. And a couple years ago, Newport News came to us and said, we could use a little more money on the project. Can you help us out? So Vince Urbano worked with Jeremy and others, and we worked with our congressional delegation to get a $1.2 million grant to make this project fully funded. So I do want to recognize our congressional delegation for the support they've given us, and of course the FRA for not only obligating the grant, but this is the first grant from the IIJA program that's been obligated and completed in Virginia. That's quite an accomplishment to Mayor, your team, Newport News, getting this project done, working with Amtrak and VPRA and DRPT and others to get this project done. The first one in Virginia, I've been told, maybe possibly the first one in the country with IIJ funds to be complete. Everyone who worked on this project has had a unique opportunity to see passenger rail station built from the ground up. That is really a unique opportunity. That's something that many communities don't have that opportunity to do. Moving a station from one location to another is not an easy thing to do. And we congratulate Newport News for doing so. Also congratulate Amtrak again and CSX as well. Many people may not know that you can get a one-seat ride from here all the way to Boston, to Washington, D.C., Philly, New York, and Boston. That's a big deal. We fought for that, to continue that one-seat ride and out in some of any train that's been expanded. We're going to continue to do so. That's a big deal to get that one-seat ride. And that shows in our ridership. And more than 209,000 passengers traveled from Newport News between January and July of this year. That's just January and July of this year. 2,009 people traveled on Newport News corridor. That's 11,000 more passengers than last year, and last year was a record. So it shows you in Virginia, you build it and they will come. And that goes throughout the state, whether it be Roanoke, whether it be Charlottesville, whether it be Richmond, whether it be Newport News. You build a passenger, you add more trains, you build a new train station, and people will come. Some of you may not be familiar with VPRA's Transforming Rail in Virginia program. For those who are not, let me give you a brief summary. It's an innovative and forward-looking plan to give Virginians an alternative to driving along our congested highways and interstates. And has anyone here ever been on one of our interstates and not been in congestion? I don't see any hands. Okay. So we all know how our 64, 95, our roads are easily congested. But Transform Rail in Virginia calls to move more people via the existing rail corridor. And again, thanks to CSX and Norfolk Southern for working with us in the past few years, we've come up with a plan to add more passenger capacity, to add more right-of-way. And when we do that, we can add more trains. And the good news here is in a few years, we'll be able to add a third round trip to Newport News. So I was telling Hampton Roads Transit, be ready for that. We're going to need some more buses in a few more years. So we're adding another round trip in a few more years. We need some projects to be done in the Richmond to DC area. I think all of you know that the trains go on through that area. We need to decrease some congestion, especially up in Northern Virginia, to get more trains added. That's part of our agreements with CSX. There's more trains that come throughout Virginia. It's not just adding another train here. We added a train to Norfolk 2 years ago. We added a train to Roanoke 2 years ago. And not only is another train coming to Newport News, more trains are coming throughout the Commonwealth. Before I close, I also want to mention, as I got off the train today, I saw the high-level platform. That's very important for a lot of people. It's only the second high-level platform, Jeremy, if I'm wrong, you'll correct me, right? Only the second high-level platform and passenger station in Virginia. Roanoke was the first, Newport News is the second. So you're leading the way. I help some people, yes, always leading the way. I like the enthusiasm. That's a big deal. We're going to be bringing more of that as we add new stations to the Commonwealth. But that's a really big deal. I saw some people get off the train for the first time today, and they really love that high-level platform. So, again, congratulations to the mayor, Amtrak, CSX, VPRA team, DRPT, and others for the incredible work, this beautiful new station. And with that, I think I'm going to hand it off to Robert. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's great to see so many of our partners from the Commonwealth of Virginia to Newport News, the community, and many others together here to celebrate the opening of this new station. It is a great honor for me to be here. You see, I'm fortunate enough to be able to lead 500 plus stations across the country. So a question maybe in your mind is, how does this compare? So not only is this one of the finest stations on the East Coast, this is one of the finest stations in the entire country. We all have a lot to be proud of here. So ultimately, we want to make sure Amtrak provides an exceptional and accessible travel experience for all of our customers during their journey with us out of this station. Would like to introduce or acknowledge some other partners. First, Mayor Jones and the City Council. Thank you for your leadership for this project. You have been on this project every step of the way, from the groundbreaking to completion to the opening. We are grateful for your support. I want to thank Mike and VPRA's leadership team for supporting this project. I also want to acknowledge VPRA's commitment to invest, improve, and extend passenger rail service in Virginia. As noted, Hampton Roads Transit CEO William Harrell is here with us. Thank you for being a partner in helping us to make this center a multimodal facility. Many of the places where our trains go, Amtrak relies on the freight railroads to host our service. So I'd like to take a moment to thank CSX and their role in helping to build this station. We are also grateful for the support from our city, state, and federal partners for investing in this project and maximizing the opportunities to help bring improvements for customers and residents in Hampton Roads. So, obviously it was noted we have 2 round trips out of this station, but what's not noted yet is our customers now will be enjoying a 3,000 square foot lobby and about double the seating capacity over our past station. So it's a significant improvement for our customers. So we're proud to serve in Newport News. And so far for this fiscal year, ridership is well over 108,000 passengers fiscal year to date, which is a great accomplishment and growing. So we all share a passion for this company's mission, and ultimately we serve all greater public good. At Amtrak, we have a clear vision for the future. We are absolutely committed to connecting more people and places across the country. And in doing so, we are going to double our annual ridership to more than 66 million people by 2040. A big part of achieving this goal is continuing to grow ridership in Virginia and enhance service and connections through the Commonwealth, North and South. Again, we are proud to partner with Newport News, Virginia, CSX, FRA, and others. We look forward to continuing to work together to extend passenger rail and improve the customer experience in Virginia and throughout our national network. Thank you for your support. Now I would like to introduce William E. Hale.
Good afternoon, everyone. And thank you, Mr. Mayor. It's good to be with you. And Dr. Woodbury, she's been on my board the whole time I've been there. And, I just have to say for a moment, she comes in, we escort her to her seat, and we get her all her favorite snacks and her favorite soda, and I'm thinking this is going to be a good meeting. As soon as we get started, she punches me in the mouth every time. She's a tough lady. She holds my feet to the fire. So please invite me in December to the celebration. But thank you very much, Mr. Jordan, and I'm so pleased to be here on behalf of Hampton Roads Transit and our board. I congratulate everyone involved in creating this symbol of progress, movement, and connectivity. As a progressive mobility agency that promotes prosperity across Hampton Roads through collaboration and teamwork, Hampton Roads Transit is looking forward to connecting directly to this dynamic multimodal transportation center. Now that this magnificent new building is operational, we are making plans to realign our Route 108 bus to stop right outside. Starting October 27th, the Route 108 will maximize connections for our customers as well as Amtrak passengers. The Route 108 stretches from Riverside Medical Center past Patrick Henry Mall to Lee Hall. It stops right at Christopher University, Newport University, so this will be a great way for our students to catch the train. Route 108 also stops at our Boulevard Park transfer area by Riverside Medical Center, so you can make other connections, and customers also can transfer there to go to downtown Newport News as well as the shipyard. It is a good reminder, and I think this is important for all of us to focus on, that neighborhoods and communities with viable transportation options, whether it's bus rapid transit, trains, bicycling, walking, or even micro-mobility. Better transportation provides better community outcomes. That means a higher quality of life, greater access to jobs, healthcare, schools, and other important destinations. We salute all of the partners involved in making this terminal happen. Let's give everybody a round of applause. On behalf of Hampton Roads Transit, we look forward to supporting this project and additional transportation solutions for greater connectivity here in Newport News and throughout the greater Hampton Roads area. So at this time, I have the honor of inviting back to the podium Vice President Jordan for a special presentation. Mr. Jordan.
Before we conclude, Mayor, if you could join me here, please. I would like to give the city a piece of railroad history. On behalf of Amtrak, I want to present this old Newport News sign for permanent display at Lee Hall Depot. Thank you so much.
Okay, I think I'm taking charge right now. So I'm going to go back to the Marine Corps style. I think at this time, we're going to have everyone, we're going to move over to cut the ribbon. So can I get everyone on the stage and everyone if you think you're going to be in the photo, just come to the ribbon and we'll do this thing together. All right, I'll see you there in like 2 minutes. Thank you. All right, we're gonna cut it in 3, 2, 1. Let's cut it.